Hello everybody. Well, let's actually lean back for a second. This will be interesting, I hope. So, everything seems to work for now, so let's just start talking. So today I'm going to play Five Nights at Freddy's, which is a game I have been very opinionated on in the past, for the fact that I think it's shit at being a horror game, right? It's completely lenient on, or completely relying on jump scares as its sole scare tactic. Now, I don't think that jump scares in and on themselves are completely worthless, but the nature of the jump scare is like a sudden image or a sudden visual compared with a sudden loud noise, which is triggering a body reaction, right? It's not really a scare because you're not engaged on an emotional level in that moment. It's just a body reaction, which granted sometimes works, but I feel like a game needs to have something alongside the jump scares in order to actually work as a horror game, which FNaF doesn't do. It really has jump scares as a failure state and nothing else. So, it's a shit horror game. However, because of this opinion, I never actually tried it out or never really looked into it too much to see if the gameplay is actually carrying it into being an okay game that just fails at its premise. So, that's what I'm going to assess today. I'm going to take a look at it. I see how far I'm going into it. To assess, is the gameplay basically good enough to carry this experience? We already know that it has worked. We already know that the appeal of the game is strong enough to carry an entire franchise. Because there has been a lot of fan games made that spin off of the main gameplay loop. There have been a lot of theory crafting, an entire fan base just around the storytelling, which I can only say is well done. However, the first game does not have the storytelling, so that's that. We are not going to look too much into the story because of this, but as I said, main focus on today's assessment the gameplay elements, the mechanics around the animatronics, the core 4, because we only have to deal with 4 animatronics today. Do those carry the experience over the absence of horror? So this is what we're going to look into for today. I'm going to wait a second to see if this actually works. Might have to restart this. Nope, we're good. So this is the main menu screen. As you might have noticed already, there is no options menu at all. We only have new game and continue, which for a first start of the game makes no difference whatsoever. So we're going to jump into night 1. It's completely mouse driven as far as I know. And yeah, I know of the mechanics of the animatronics. I know of the 5th animatronic. I know, in theory, I know pretty much everything there's to know about this. But I have never played this. I haven't even tried this. And I have not watched a let's play of it. So I feel like this is as good as blind as I'm willing to go into this. And I have headphones. I cannot really make the room any darker than it is right now, because otherwise you're not going to see me. And I feel like face cam is a fairly important one on this one. So that's what it's going to be. I'm just going to jump into the new game right now. Okay, help wanted for Freddie Fazbear's Pizza. Family pizzeria looking for security guard to work at night shift. God damn it. There was probably a little bit of lore hints in there. 2 AM first night. Because those news articles are pretty much the only thing this game has right now. Okay. Light 1. Light 2. Okay. We have the phone guy, and this is the camera. Camera is taking up usage. So the main thing,
I wanted to record a message for you to help you get
main
settled
thing
in
gameplay wise in the first game is
I actually
your
worked in
energy.
that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of
Once the
fact.
power
So
goes out, you have
I
pretty
know it's a
much
bit
to pray
overwhelming,
and hope that you're
but I'm here to tell
through.
you there's nothing to worry
I
about.
am over my power
Fine.
usage.
So let's just focus
So
on
let's
getting
actually
through your
tap out of this for now and put the camera somewhere where you see my power usage. Cause I feel like this is fairly important for you to know. Let's put it here. Cool, fixed.
where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death have occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days or as soon as property
Everyone is still here.
thoroughly cleaned and bleached and the carpets have been replaced. Blah, blah, blah. Now, that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So remember, these characters hold a
So
special
the
place
voice
in
of the
hearts
phone guy is
children.
actually Scott Coughlin, the
Show them a
main
little respect,
developer or
right?
only
Okay.
developer on this game.
So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up if they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87. Yeah. It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe.
Hey Jason,
You know?
how are ya?
Now concerning
I'm actually not going to get spooked at all because, as I said in the intro, I have always been of the opinion that Five Nights at Freddy's is a shit horror game. What I'm trying to figure out today is if the gameplay carries it to an experience that's worthwhile the asking price. So this is very much an assessment, since I have never played it and I've never seen a let's play of it. But I've seen like compilations on YouTube and I know of the mechanics for the most part. And I know that jump scares are the only thing this game has in terms of scaring you. Which is why I think it sucks as a horror game. Now mechanics wise we see that we cannot move at all, we can just look from left to right, which is supposed to create the atmosphere of someone who is helpless. Let's check on Foxy as well. Everyone's still there. Okay, so the phone call lasted to 2 AM, so he was literally talking to us for 2 hours. Video game logic. Power usage, I definitely need to get a groove for that, because even looking at the cameras takes up power usage. And stuff like looking at the lights, which is useful to see if animatronics are standing at the door so you can shut it. Yeah. You were breaking people's hearts. I hope in a good way. Still no one out. So far I'm having an easy night. I've used some power to look at cameras, but aside from that, I've just tested out some controls. Everything is entirely mouse driven. Sound wise, the sounds are pretty basic so far. We have the fan noise, of course, generic electronic sounds. I'm pretty sure at some point something's going to happen. We had a pretty lengthy phone call that didn't really go into any story related stuff. Just some basic explanations on the mechanics, which is a good way of doing that, having like some guy over the phone instruct you to do it. No qualms about that. I had something similar happen to me in my life before. Although I never outright denied someone. The thing is that there were some people telling me later that they had a crush on me, which I just never noticed. So that's, I guess, a soft deny. Oh, Chica's out. Chica is there. And Chica's mechanics are that she's always coming from the left. And now Bonnie's out and Bonnie is going... So at this point we can pretty much just check the door lights. However, in order to do that as efficiently as possible, we should check those cameras right here. I'm pretty sure that the way I'm playing right now is not efficient in any way. I also, since I have not watched Let's Plays or something, I don't really know what to really look for. So I might die a couple of times. It's entirely possible. Hello, flashes. It's me, huh? So, what I've heard in interviews of Scott Coffin... Ah, someone's standing right there. And now no longer standing there, so let's check this. Nope. I don't think that pulling up the monitor is necessary right now, maybe? Hard to say. Someone is still standing there. This camera is pretty much useless. I am not energy efficient at all. In second night Foxy is going to be active. I'm already worried about that because I don't have a groove for now. Now I also know that later on in the series there are sound cues. I'm not sure if they are already present in this game. I heard someone moving. I think I'm safe just doing this for a while. Okay. The absence of music is actually helping right now for atmosphere crafting and such purposes. Since we are at 5 AM, what I'm actually... Oh, there we are. So, that was actually not who I expected to see. I thought Chica is coming in from the left, but it was Bonnie. So I need to flip this in my head and then I'm good. It did not make any difference really though. Yeah, that was... He literally couldn't even kill me. He didn't have the time to kill me. Okay, let's see. 6 minutes of that is... Wait. 6 minutes of IRL, 6 hours game time. Good. Good to know. Mute call, I'm not going to do that. So now we have to check Foxy as well. I know that. Bonnie's already out, so in order to do this properly this time, what we should do is putting this. Always check on Foxy. Looking at where Bonnie is. There he is.
right outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone...
We also had an example of little sound cues happening when he's standing at the doorway, which I haven't noticed in the clips I watched before. So that was the other thing that startled me a little bit there. He is already standing right there. Good to know. What I was about to say right when he stood there is that it's probably a good idea at 5 AM when you have like 30 battery power left to just close both doors and wait. To me that sounds like a worthwhile strategy. Chica's out. Okay. He is still standing there, so we're good. I need to get quicker at checking shit though. I am not at all energy efficient. Wait, this is the kitchen, right? Yeah. Okay, he's there, so let's close that door. It's Pirate Cove. He's out. Yep, we're good. Foxy is still not doing anything. But what I'm concerned of is that it's still 1 AM and I'm at 60% power. Now it's 2. So according to Jason, it's what? 4 minutes or so left, and I have by far not enough energy. Standing there. Now apparently you can see if they are standing there by looking at some shadows. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to look for when I do that. So there's definitely oh, hello. There's definitely a learning curve there. Also, I guess he's not lingering. Oh, hi. I read that he's not lingering at the door as long. Oh, we had actually some... Okay, it's gone. We have some music cues. Like, there are sound effects in here that create atmosphere, which I like. That's a good way to do it. Dum dum dum. It's like really goofy sound effects as well. Okay, he is already standing there again. Dum dum dum. 3 AM I'm at 38%. That can't be good. The door controls are disabled. Okay, kill me. There is definitely stuff that I need to do better next time. So let's see. I might be looking into the cameras for too long, because that's a power usage. I might use the door lights too often. What else? I closed the door pretty early, 2 times. I don't think that's why I died though. Interesting. So knowing animatronic behavior alone, which I do, is not enough to really win this. That's a good first indication that there is a little bit more to this. My thing, or what I'm suspecting right now, is that just in general power usage is the big thing. I need to optimize my power usage. Bonnie could kill me there because he disabled the door controls. So I checked him too late as well. That's the other thing. Quality of the jump scare itself, pretty poor. Like the animation was... sound effect was pretty meh as well. Especially because it's just memed to death at this point. So that might just be like, I don't know, what's the horror equivalent of power creep? I've heard it before, that's the thing. Okay, let's just try to do this again. I think we check Foxy pretty frequently though. He did not activate at all. So for now we just need to flip this on a bunch of times. I'm trying to not look into the cameras for as long as I need. Okay, Bonnie's out. So let's just... okay, he's there. I'm not trying to make big box at all, so I think the title is just pretty accurate, all in all. Okay. Still there. Chica's still out. At least checking the stage camera, like 1A. I don't think will be necessary at all once all three of them move out. We don't have to worry about Freddie until night 4, I know that. But I also know that Freddie is going to be the biggest problem once he activates. I'm pretty good, Pro. How are you? Need to stop checking the cameras for as long. Wait, okay, Chica's out. I think what I've read is that Chica's in the kitchen a long time. But when she's in the door, she will linger there for a while. I think those were supposed to be her mechanics. Where is Bonnie? Is he here? He is not here. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Still need to learn where to look when I check stuff. That might be the other big thing. Flipping over to Pirate Cove for a little bit and then checking the cameras left and right to me, I think. Although cameras left and right to me have dead spots. And last time I died to Bonnie because of the dead spot. Well, by extension. There he is. Chica's still not there. How long does he stay there? That's a good question. He's just checking in there like, oh buddy, how you doing? I think God damn it, go away! Okay, he's gone. Oh, he's back there now. Oh, he was. He's probably moving closer right now. Cameras can get disabled. Another important tidbit to note. 3 AM, I'm at 50%. I'm doing a little bit better than last time. Okay, Chica's moving in. Yep, she's close. This doesn't seem to be an effective strategy. So she's still there. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Let's do this. Okay. I don't think I'm doing this right. I don't think I'm doing this right at all. Wait. Oh, that's a window. Gotcha. So she is away again. He's back there. She's already on her way. I think we're safe on that side for now. Let's just periodically check with the lights. Foxy will be a problem next night though, I can already tell. She's hanging out. %14 power. That's cause for concern, I feel. Gotta say though, for as simple as the audio design is, I actually kinda like it, aside from the actual jump scare sound being way too tame. Oh, cool. Okay, we're out of power. So now we are not going to move a muscle and just wait. Nothing new in chat. Cool. Let me sip some whiskey. Chapeau, Toby. I do like the little yay at the end. That's cute. Third night. Now we're going to really think about Foxy, and this will be the end of me. I feel like. Chica's already out. Foxy isn't.
Hello.
Hi.
You're doing great. Most people don't last this long. I mean, you know, they usually move on to other things by now. I'm not implying that they died. That's not what I meant. Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time. Things start getting real tonight. Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into a Freddie suit, try playing dead. You know, go limp.
What he's referencing right now is what I just did, not moving a muscle.
Then again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a metal skeleton into you. I wonder how that would work. Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. It's best just not to get caught. Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
Thanks, man. Bye. I like Phone Guy. He is nice. His dialogue doesn't seem scripted either. Like, of course, it's like he's just literally calling in and telling you about his day. That's how he feels to me, and that's nice. FNaF's dialogue has never been like a strong suit until Sister Location. From what I've seen so far, I will look at those firsthand later. So whenever the camera dies, it's apparently better to just not look at it in order to save some power. I wonder if that's a mechanic to encourage you to not look at it all the time. Because it seems like looking at the camera all the time is really going into your power. Oh, Chica's moving in. Bonnie is not out yet. So far, I have to say that the gameplay loop, or the gameplay in and on itself, is actually pretty nice, pretty compelling. The fact that it limits what you can do at all is pretty cool, actually. I don't get like a horror vibe from it though. So I feel like my initial assessment of it being a bad horror game is still standing. But it might convince me that it's not a bad game in and on itself. Especially since there are some little things to it. A learning curve, you might say. So I think those sounds I'm hearing right now is Chica in the kitchen. Not entirely sure if that's the case. It's night 3, still no Foxy. Bonnie is out. Chica's out. $2 AM 60% is alright, I think? Question mark? They are pretty slow in making a move on me right now. At some point in the game you can honk Freddy's nose, I'm told. And I pretty much only know it because it's a running joke in the community. Okay, Chica's on her way. Ah. There she is. Bye. Where's Bonnie? Bonnie is there. Camera's out. Chica's there now. I wonder what is making the camera go bad. Is it something I can prevent? Or is it just a thing that happens? Don't poop on floor, don't touch Freddy. Don't hit, leave before dark. Sounds to me like the management knows something is wrong. Saw Bonnie there, don't see Chica at all. 4 AM, 35%. I feel like I did better before. That might be a wrong assessment, I don't know. I wonder where it is that you can honk the nose. I see a cupcake. I always thought it was... Oh, hi. I always thought it was like the one poster there. You still there? Yep. Still not encountering Foxy. 22%. I need to be a bit more careful now. So considering I've died on night 2, night 3 is giving me like a considerable amount of no problems. Okay, Chica's moving in. Maybe I'm just getting into the groove. There's gotta be a better way to check if he's still there. Okay, Chica's gone. Oh, there she is. Okay. Yeah, I seem pretty safe right now. Foxy's not there. Phone guy also hasn't told me about Foxy at all. Easy! Hi Light Fox. The Light Fox. I'm going to call you Fox. Hello, greetings to you, my friend. I don't know why I rolled the R's there. Was it a roll? I don't think it was. Okay. We start with 99% as well, not 100. There he is! Chica's already out. Hi friend, I missed you.
Oh, hey, wow, day 4. I think you can do it. Hey, listen, I may not be around to send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night here for me.
Oh, is that call?
I'm glad that I recorded my messages for you. When I did, hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you can check inside those suits in the back room. I'm gonna try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad. I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know. Oh no.
So that was the big call that made it into a storyline with the phone guy, right? Before that, phone guy's messages were just, you know, this is mechanics. You can do this, you should probably do this, and that's the game. Have fun. Now we actually had something happen to him. As in he died. So far, so good. I do enjoy the gameplay loop. So far. Aside from that, nothing too much to report. Like, having Bonnie stand in the door the first time was a bit startling. Aside from that, the game has pretty much upheld my initial thoughts on how it would go, horror-wise. So what I am 80%, I'm not sure if that's good or not. But I feel pretty alright. Another thing I notice is that you're always at 1. Always at you're losing always power, like, is my point. Yeah, there he is. I lowered that door too early as well. And if I see this correctly, Freddie's out. That's gonna be bad. Freddie is apparently the hard one. So, I mean, I will say that I'm pretty fortunate to not deal with Foxy until night 4. Like, I haven't seen him until now. So the thing with Freddy is apparently that when you see him in the hall, you close the door immediately. So I need these cameras, I guess? Or do I need these? Checking on Foxy, yes. I still have the feeling or the impression that I'm checking the cameras for way too long. Oh no! Milbe scared me. Nothing. For everyone being out, this sure is a quiet night so far. Bonnie tried it once. Foxy isn't doing anything. And I have no idea where where Chica or Freddy are. Yeah, Chica's there. Bonnie I still don't see anywhere. Freddy I also don't see anywhere. Okay. Everyone is staying pretty far away from me. I don't mind that. 40% for 3 more hours. Or like 2. When it hits 6, I'm good. Okay, you're moving in. Mm-hmm. I see. So I guess what I'm doing right now is just checking the camera for Foxy every once in a while, and otherwise just check the doors. Almost 30% power for 2 hours. Sounds alright. We have some undercrank going on here. Still haven't seen Freddie at all. Chica's gone now. Oh, she moved back. I can live with that. Where's everyone else? Oh, you're there. Maybe a bit too early. I wonder if there's a meaning to the undercrank going on here. Like, why are they glitching? Goodbye. I'm only asking this because, as far as I know, there's a lot of subtlety in Five Nights at Freddy's storytelling, right? So, at the same time though, at the time where this game came out, the story wasn't finished. So there might be stuff that I need to throw out later. %. I do like the audio design quite a bit, even though the sound effects themselves seem a bit like stock sound effects. Oh! That looked like Freddie to me. That is Freddie. So I'll just... Oh, doors are out. I'm just waiting. Raw war ziemlich schlecht, Milbe, yep. Raw war ziemlich schlecht. I probably should have died to Bonnie there because the door controls were disabled. But, you know, skill. Now that I said that, I'm going to die probably at the 5th night. Ich habe Raw allerdings nicht gesehen, Milbe. Ich kann da nicht viel zu sagen. Die sind alle noch da. Interesting phone call. I wonder what it said, actually. Sounded like reversed, so there might be meaning to it. Aside from that, there's literally nothing I get from that right now. Okay, those guys are all out. Ne, spar dir die Zeit, mach was Besseres draus. Guck mich zum Beispiel. Night 5 is supposed to be the hard one. And then there's night 6, which is the extra hard one. And then there's the 7th custom night. More undercrank going on. Still there. Now I know where to look for when I check the doorway with a light. I need to look there, because that's where the shadow is. Freddie's out. Okay. You're still there. Well, go away. Jeez. Wait. No, we're good. Hmm, 62 at 1 AM is probably not good. That needs to get better. Is the laugh indicating something as well? Not sure. Apparently some shit's going down in the kitchen. Bonnie is on the move. Foxy is still docile. I'm going to have an energy problem, I can tell. 50%, we're not even halfway there. While the door's closed, I can pretty much ignore Foxy, I think. Oh, wait. Oh. Should close this. We'll open this. You're still there? Nope. Cool. But you're there now. Oh, Foxy's almost there. So let's ignore Foxy for now until we hear the banging. That's a horrible strategy, I'm in 25%. Oh, there we are. Okay, that was Freddie. So, because I was focusing on Foxy, I ignored Freddie. And Freddie's AI is supposed to adapt to what you're doing. Which, okay, now that we've seen all of the animatronics, let's analyze. You need to keep an eye on Foxy in order to keep him from activating on you. We still have managed that, although we ignored him long enough so that he was about to make the move. We had Bonnie left, Chica right, who are pretty consistent in what they are doing. Chica takes apparently longer to reach you. I've seen Bonnie more often, so Bonnie's a bit more aggressive. And then Freddie doesn't linger at your door. So when you see him outside, you need to close the door immediately, which is supposed to keep you checking instead of just using the door lights. And then in order to give you a second thing to check for aside from just where's Freddie, they have Foxy, so you have to basically you have to switch between 3 cameras. Those 3 left and right from you and Foxy are your main ones. Everything else is just to pinpoint where someone is, but those are secondaries. There is some power management involved, because the first death I had was, I think, if I remember correctly, first death I had was because I was low on power, and that freaked me out more so than anything else this game has. So okay, all of this combined is, I think, enough to make a compelling gameplay loop. Like the sound design so far, graphics are they're alright. Most of it are still images. There are some animations in the jump scare things, but those are pretty limited. And there are some undercranks which are, I think, just like 2 to 3 images overlaid and interlooping each other, which is a pretty simple way to animate. Hi JC. Okay, so why did I die? I died to Freddie because I was focusing on Foxy. Putting the two together, right? We have Chica and Bonnie as the normal standard opponents, and we have 2 special ones which are designed to keep each other like guarded, because you have to check for both of them. You have the 2 normal mooks also about. So this is basically the core thing, the gameplay design with like the main 4. As far as I can tell. Which is solidly designed, I will say that. Is your stream already done, JC? If so, how was it? Chica's out. Camera's busted right now. Still not sure what causes the camera to get busted. It's gotta be something, right? Bonnie's out. Okay, let's check. Zack, zack, zack. And because of the blind spots of the cameras, you constantly have to check door lights, which takes more power. Zack, zack, zack. Light, light. Okay. Oh. Cool. Everyone is here. Is Freddie out already? Seems so. He's still there. Chica's moving back, that's nice of her. He's still there. He's off. I guess the laugh indicates that Freddie has moved. I'm not sure on that. It's a theory for now. A game theory. Ah, camera's busted. Chica's about to be here. Foxy got her attention now. Freddie? Foxy is about to move out. So what would be the thing I have to look? Oh, Freddy's still there. Oh, I think that's the camera. I now need to check just to see if Foxy is on its way. Let's just put that there. Okay. Now... Where were you? I'm pretty sure I had both doors closed, didn't I? Okay, that was Freddie again. No, I think I saw him briefly at the hallway. So I think I was just not quick enough with closing the door? Question mark? Where was that guy? Okay. So Freddy is definitely the problem. We died to Freddy twice now. We died to Bonnie once, but that was because I haven't fully grasped the gameplay yet. Interesting. Foxy's still not an issue, really. I might have wasted a bit of energy on him. Keeping the door preemptively closed. Aside from that, I don't think we have ever had any problems with Foxy. Freddie. Now that's a motherfucker we have a problem with. Sure. Check us out. Don't need to check the doors just yet. I love that face. Oh, Chica's already moving in. And Chica's moving away again. Bonnie's out. Chica's back there. Freddie is still here. I guess Chica's in the kitchen right now. The kitchen being the one place with no camera active, sound only, is actually nice little thingy. Bonnie is on its way. Where's Bonnie off to? I will say there are a lot of things here where you can tell that Scott really tried to make a horror game, right? There's a lot of darkness, and there are a lot of instances where you're looking for someone and don't see him, which is a nice little horror trope. But the only real payoff you have is a jump scare, which is used as a failure state, so it's predictable for the most part. I mean, sometimes someone comes out of left field, which immediately ends the game as well. So Bonnie is there. Foxy's still not active yet. Chica's on her way. Let's focus on Bonnie for now. Camera's busted. He's still there. He's out. Okay. Someone was standing in that hallway. Okay, we're good now. Little bit of paranoia fuel in this. Camera's again busted. Gotta find out what makes the camera go out. Maybe it's overusage. That might be Freddie. She's still there. Now I'm sitting here with two closed doors. What is this? Okay, we can open this one. Can open this one as well. Oh, we should close this one. Chica and Freddie are on this side. Foxy is still not active. He's still there. I think that was Chica in the dining area. We are already at 20% and we're at 3 AM. This will suck. This is going to suck hard. Go away. Okay, he's out. Okay, that door is closed anyway. So let's not worry about that one. She's still there. There's no chance. Will die. Hi Charade. Welcome to the chat. Sorry that I didn't immediately answer because I was concentrated. The pig face? Not sure what you're referring to with that. Have a safe home trip? Okay. About to die any minute now. There's some very faint music there. Like really faint. So what I think happened there was they were trying to get you to listen intently to that so that the loud noise scares you more. I think that was the intention there. Boo! Oh no! All those boos in chat. Is there like a ghost emote or something? That would be really cool right now. So why did I die there? I died because of very poor power usage. So I definitely need to find a groove. There was a time where I'm sitting with both doors closed. There was a time where I had the right door closed a long time. I think the camera usage in and of itself was good. The thing that makes me like keep the doors closed for a long time is that I just don't know when to close it when Freddie is there. Because Freddie is not at the doorstep, so you're supposed to close it when you can see him on the cameras. But then he just didn't go away. Maybe that's to prevent you from having a 100% foolproof strategy. But at the same time, right, figuring a good strategy out in the first place should be like rewarded with an eventual win. So, I'm not sure. Hi Alice. How's shiny hunting going for you? Okay, Chica's out. That seems to be a pattern. Like Chica is the first one to move out. Oh, this is Bonnie. This time they're making a run for it, huh? I like it. Less sitting around, more actual gameplay. Freddie's still there. So if I'm not immediately answering to stuff in chat, that's because I have to concentrate right now. We are in night 5 after all, so there's a little bit of things to keep track of. Freddie is my biggest problem. I have no problems with Foxy so far. I didn't even encounter him until night 4. Died to Bonnie once, died to Freddie twice. That's another good statistic. Maybe someone would like to keep track of that in chat. Chica on her way. Okay, Foxy's active now. So we should probably end it on his camera so that every time we check camera we automatically check him. I do love the slight jingle music in the background. That's a very nice touch. Okay. Bonnie was there. Chica's on her way. Door's free. Oh, I think that's Freddie moving in. So once I see Freddie here is when I should close the door, I think. Oh, now it's Chica. So Freddie switched sides? He didn't. But it's another case of I can't really bother where Freddie is because that's using up just battery power, which is the last thing I want to use up right now. Oh, there he was. He's away. He isn't. You little trickster, you. He's really staying there for a while, isn't he? Now he's away again. Chica is there. Now I'm sitting here with 2 closed doors at 3 AM. Isn't life wonderful? Now Freddie is gone again. Still gone. This door's free. And there he is, back again. Chica's also there. Everyone is here. Other door's free though. Chica's moving away. Freddie is still there. Can you please piss off in the nicest way possible? Bonnie is there. Freddie's still there. At this point, Freddie is just using up my battery power. Which I will hand to him is a very effective strategy against me. Have I played the custom one? No. Hello, not a toxic person. I will call you toxic from now on. What have I joined? Is he trying to beat the game? Yes, I am. Welcome to the Freddy cult. I guess. If this is the Freddy cult, then welcome. I am meant to be here. Where do I sign up? Here, I guess? It's hard to say. But yeah, welcome. I am indeed trying to beat the story of Five Nights at Freddy's 1. So far, my assessment is that the gameplay loop is very captivating, actually. I like it. Atmosphere-wise, it's alright. I do like how they incorporate those wonky sounds into everything. The sounds sound a bit stock, but they are well incorporated, so I will overlook it. Jumpscare quality is pretty low because they are only used as like a failure state, so you can see them coming most of the time. Also, the animations aren't the greatest. For the most part, they aren't even used that much. I do like how a lot of common horror tropes are used here in a game that's definitely not a good horror game, but at least there's a lot of effort here. Like, a lot of darkness is used, a lot of looking for someone but not finding him. Knowing animatronic behavior I think helps, but only knowing how they behave is not guaranteed. Like, I know in theory that Freddy is adapting to you, and I know that he isn't showing up in your doorway, so when you see him outside in the cameras, that's when you close the door. But then he just stays there, so I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I do love this Total Biscuit emote, just spam it a bit. Okay, we'll continue. I'm almost out of whiskey. So when the whiskey's out, I'm gonna grab myself some water. I do like the fact that you need to keep checking on Foxy. That just forces you to use the cameras, which use power. So there's a nice little, I'm already checking too long, am I? Yeah, I definitely need to get better about my, like, my rhythm in this. Chica's on her way. Foxy isn't active yet. Freddie isn't out as well. I think that's Bonnie standing in the doorway there. Yep, it definitely was Bonnie. So now I have someone to my left and to my right. Let's keep check with lights. There he is. And then let's go back to Foxy. He's still there. Chica standing there, chilling. He's still there. No, he's gone. Chica's still standing there, so I feel like she will be in the doorway any second now. If my gameplay is shit, by the way, I do apologize. This is my first time actually playing it. Instead of just engrossing myself in the weird way the storytelling works in the subsequent games, I'm actually playing it for myself for the first time. So I needed to learn where to look for what. Still not great at that, apparently. And yeah, if I'm late in responding to chat, that's because I need to actually concentrate a little bit. Night 5 is where we're currently at. And so far I'm doing, I don't know. Not feeling the 66% at 1 AM. At the same time though, I wasn't really efficient with my energy on night 1 as well. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. Hello. Where's Freddie? I'd like to look for Freddie. That's... Foxy's still not active. Chica moving in. I think that was Bonnie on its way as well. Might have been Freddie. Chica moving back actually. No, okay. We have Chica there. Bonnie is still hanging out. I feel like the cameras die every time someone is moving. At least they don't linger that much at the doors now. It's very much appreciated of them. We have 3 AM 40%. That's okay, I think. I'm feeling pretty good right now. Oh. In before Freddie is draining all my power and I lose. There's actually a nice rhythm to those sound effects. I don't want to lift the door because he's still staring in my soul. Ah, God, come on, move away, please. Freddie's waiting for his kill. Bonnie's still standing there. I have 9% power left. Not looking great. I'm not gonna lie. We can open this door. Still there. Okay, I feel like I need some tips on how to not die to power outage. Because that has so far been the most common death. Also in general, when do I close the door on Freddy? Oh, that was the very short one. If I wasn't sure that I was dead, I'm damn sure now. This time we don't have fancy background music. We have some little knocking sounds, or like something knocking about. So I appreciate the variation in like faint background noise. I am definitely doing something wrong. Also, I'm dying to night 5 a whole lot more than any other thing before, so night 6 is supposed to be even harder. Which I'm now wondering how. What is Freddy doing exactly on night 6? So as I can tell, Freddy is just showing up at my door, waiting there for an eternity. And then I die to power outage. At 4 AM maybe I get to 5 before I die. But there's somewhere in there's an extra hour I need to get into this. I could try not closing my door in when he's staring in the camera, but I'm pretty sure, like almost certain, that if I do that, I die. So I will try it, but I'm pretty sure I will die this night. This time Bonnie is the first one out. Okay, let's try to use the camera as little as possible for the first 2 hours. Literally just check Foxy, check the doors. In order to save power. Oh, come on. Foxy is active. Ah, finally. I get the feeling that if I don't check them on camera, they get a bit more aggressive. Just a feeling for now. Just a theory, one might say. A game theory. Okay, I'm not good with MadPad impressions. I'm sorry. Ah, Foxy is almost on the move. And that's even though he's literally the only thing I check for right now. Okay, now Freddie's out. Close that door. Close that door. Okay, open that door. I have a feeling that this night is not going well for me. You know, just a hunch. Just a hunch. Just a slight feeling, because Chica and Bonnie are still camping there. Foxy is almost on the move. And apparently Freddie is also here. So, all things considered, pretty boned. He's still looking in the camera, so I feel like I should keep the dog closed. Oh, wait. He literally moved away. Now he's back. Now he's back. I feel like he's trolling me. Huh. Okay. Interesting. So this time I died to Bonnie again. What did I do wrong? I did not check the door in time. In general, I feel like this whole thing I did this time didn't work out so well. They were way more aggressive this time around, which could be like just bad luck. Foxy was almost on the move the entire time, even though he was literally the only thing I checked for. And Freddie didn't do anything aside from staring into my soul, moving back, and once I opened the door, staring back into my soul again. So there's something I'm doing wrong here. Something I am definitely doing wrong. What could it be? Maybe combining my checking from the previous attempts with not closing the door and Freddy staring into my soul. That sounds like a wrong thing to do, though. Huh. I'm quite at a loss right now. I have a feeling that I understand how the animatronics work well enough, but there is something that I'm missing. I'm not sure what it is. Something I am definitely missing. Chica's out. Okay, this time around I'm back on back to checking. There are some glitches. It's me. Hello, it's me. Didn't even see him approaching this time around. Freddie's out. Again with the it's me glitches. Chica's still there. Foxy's active. Chica's still there. No, she's gone. Don't see Freddie anywhere. Bonnie already back on its way. I like that. Still don't see Freddie. Maybe the little jingle music is signaling to me that Freddie is in the kitchen together with Chica. Which, you know, we can't see them, so maybe. %, 2 AM, not great. Okay. One is there. One is away again. 3 a.m. So far so good. 30% I'm not too keen on. Only real sound cue I have so far is like you hear some noises when someone is in the kitchen, which indicates to you that someone is there. Most of the time it's Chica. And there's a sound cue when your camera breaks, which you can use to gauge for how long it's supposed to be out. Okay, Chica's there. And Freddie is there as well. Wonderful. So now we are at 4 a.m. again. Freddie is waiting to strike. Bonnie is also there. Back at this situation again. Well, okay, let's actually try this. Pretty sure I will die, but whatever. Freddie is still there. Power's out. We'll die. Thanks for the lurks, Sinister Plans. Ja, mach mal, Milbe. Willkommen zurück, viel hast du nicht verpasst. Bin immer noch am Sterben und weiß nicht warum. One thing to note is that we are consistently getting to 4. Then something happens that makes us use up a bunch of power and then we die. That has been the pattern for the last 4 tries. So yeah, we're dying more so to power usage than anything else. If we had more active people in chat right now that know their shit about this game and can tell me what I'm doing wrong, that would be really helpful. Actually, let me check how long I've been on. Almost 2 hours. So tell you what, I'm going to try one more time. And that should make it up to 2 hours, which is a good stream time. And either we beat the story or we won't. So, there. Hey Charade, hope you made it home safe. I am dying. So yeah, what they said was true. Like, this game isn't easy, there's a learning curve to it. And there's definitely something I'm doing wrong. Okay, someone's already out. I think it's Bonnie. I don't believe you. Bonnie's there, Chica's there. Keeping an eye out for that door. How's it going? So I managed to beat the first 4 nights pretty easily, no problem. But night 5 is giving me a hard time. Mostly because I don't know when to close the door on Freddie. He keeps staring at the camera around 4 AM and just doesn't go away. So I'm not sure. I'm wasting a bunch of power trying to not die, and then my power goes out and I die. So, not brilliant, all things considered. Foxy has been a non-issue for us. I haven't even seen him until night 4, where he decided to finally get active. And even when he decides to get active, hasn't attacked once so far. Can you please go away, Chica? You're burning into my power right now, girl. Okay, Chica's off. No VC tonight. Well, for Freddy's, I mean, it's supposed to be a horror game, or it's trying to be one at the very least. So I try, I'm like, you know, Freddy's I will play without voice chat. But I mean, you know, afterwards I'm willing to do voice chat, but not for Freddy's. Pretty sure I'm missing something here. I'm doing something wrong. They are camping hard outside of my office. Okay, I guess that jingle meant that Freddy is in the kitchen. So Bonnie. So we're good on that front. Chica's on our way. Foxy is not active yet. I think that's Freddie on his way. And then we will be in the familiar situation of 4 AM, around 20% power, and Freddie just camping that one camera. Chica's in the kitchen, I can hear that. Bonnie on its way. Freddie on its way. Isn't it nice how things don't change? You want to talk, but really don't take well to animatronics, childhood trauma. That's apparently a lot of people's feelings towards this game in particular. But I don't really have any... I've never been to a restaurant with where animatronics actually are a thing. Never seen a real life animatronic in my life. So I'm good on that front. Yeah, Freddie is there. But he will just camp. He might kill me. He might not. He decided to move away again. Now he's there. Oh, that was Chica. Chuck E. Cheese when you were a child, Freddy is camping, that's the first. No, literally, the reason why I die a lot in Night 5 is because around 4 AM, Freddy is sitting at that camera, staring into it, like you've seen right there, and just stays there. Just stays there, and I'm supposed to close the door on him when I see him there, because he is not looking at the actual office doors, right? You can see him at the doors. So when you see him outside your office on the camera, you're supposed to close the door. But he just stays there and eats power. That's what he's been doing so far. This is the first time I'm dying to Chica. Died to Bonnie twice and to Freddy 3 times. And the rest was power death. Yeah, I don't know. I'm doing something wrong. Something is not quite how I'm supposed to do it. To beat Night 5, which is the final night of the main story. Then there's the extra night, the 6th one, which is just extra hard, and I think then is the custom night, which I have not unlocked yet. Okay, we are at about 2 hours of stream time. About 2 hours of stream time. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to read up on how to operate with Freddy, right? Because I don't think I'm doing it right. Am I supposed to close the door when you're staring into the camera or not? I'm not sure. I don't think that Chica and Bonnie on themselves are any problem. Like they only kill me because either I'm short on power and I'm making mistakes because of that, or because I'm too focused on Freddy. Foxy is a non-issue. I have no problem dealing with Foxy. Hasn't even tried to attack me once because I know how to deal with him. Yeah, so Bonnie and Chica are like, I can deal with them. Normally they are not a problem. Sometimes they get me when I focus too much on Freddy, who is my main problem. So I think I'm going to read up on how to deal with him. Let me actually tap out of this game and go onto the intermission screen. Charade is BRBing, so might come back to like the things. Oh, okay. Okay, says Charade. I guess that means you're back. Hi. Let me actually get the glasses off. So, main takeaways. First of all, what I was trying to gauge this stream was if, despite the fact that this sucks at being a horror game on all fronts, right? This is not a scary game, really. And I still believe that after playing it for about 2 hours. Despite that, I think that the gameplay is actually good enough to carry it. I felt very compelled throughout this. And I'm very determined to look up what I'm doing wrong and actually beat the game. I'm very determined to do that. That might be, in fact, the very next stream. Storytelling-wise, there isn't much to the first game. Like we had the newspaper thing right at the beginning, which faded away way too quickly, so I couldn't even read it properly. We had the phone calls, which were mainly there to explain gameplay mechanics, but they were also like some little story elements in there, like phone guy dies on night 4, stuff like that, right? yeah, it's supposed to be vague, but we didn't really. First of all, back when the first game came out, there wasn't a lot of story already finished or planned. There was just Scott said so much in an interview, like he knew that this was just like a starting point for a story, so there's not a lot to it. That even official word of God, right? So yeah, there isn't too much story in the first one. We have like a slight linear thing with the phone guy for the first 4 nights. We get a name for the protagonist after beating Custom Night. Or like, I guess after the 6th night. Or whatever it is, whenever we get the paycheck. And we get a date. But with a year crossed out. That's what I know. Right? So from the little bit that's there, it's very vague. It works in the confines of itself, though. Which is something we can't really say about the other games. Gameplay-wise, it's very focused. We have only 4 animatronics to worry about. And there are mechanics about them working together with each other, which I haven't quite grasped yet. I know how they are working individually, but there's something that I'm missing because I'm dying way too much on night 5. There is something I'm doing wrong. I love the mechanic with the power usage. You lost 70 lives on one course. That seems like something I need to watch. Where were my thoughts? Yeah, I love the mechanic with the power usage. I think that's a very smart way to do like a failure state. And the door mechanic is cool as well. So yeah, the actual gameplay mechanic, really cool actually. I'm compelled to finish this. I'm very much compelled to look into the other games to actually gauge the story aspect of it and how the gameplay was changed up over the years, or like over the 2 years it took Scott to make 6 games. Yeah, I think that's everything out of my assessment that I can confidently state right now. I will be back with the conclusion of Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Because I really want to finish this. Not sure if I'm going to beat night 6. I will try once I finish night 5. I will try to beat night 6, and then when I unlock custom night, we'll see what I do with that. I know there's 420 mode, which when I die to night 5 a bunch, I don't think I need to really attempt 420 mode at this stage. Done for tonight, pretty much. I'm wrapping up. I will look for someone else to host in a second. In the meantime, let me just look up for... Oh, okay. Well, the VOD is there. It's about 2 hours long, so it's not too much time out of your days. And then I will be in voice chat, I think, after this. Although not for long, because it's almost 3 AM and there is some pool billiard to play tomorrow, so I can't really stay up too long after this. But yeah, did enjoy what I played so far. Still not a good horror game in my opinion. It is alright as a game. So let's see, who could I host? Is there any particular game you would like to see right about now? Anything where you're like, you know what? I would really like to watch this game right now, because then I have something to specifically search in Twitch for. Charade is about to stream. That's good. Good to know. No one else is talking in chat, so let's see. What is a game that I would like to watch for a bit before I drop out? I mean, hosting a Jackbox game is always a good fun, because then I could actually play along for a couple hours before I move out. What else do we have? We have Hellblade, we have Darkest Dungeon. Oh, Darkest Dungeon might be good. Let's see, who is streaming Darkest Dungeon right now? There's a Russian guy. Killing my friendos. Weekend hype, road to 20 followers. Oh, road to 20 followers. That seems like a thing I could host. Let's just quickly jump in there. He might be muted. So tell you what, I'm going to host him, and then everyone can tell him that he is muted. So yeah, let's do that. I'm going to wrap up here. Hope you enjoyed what you've seen so far, and yeah, see you next time. I will leave a channel and chat that you can check out, and tell him please that he's muted. So yeah, bye.